actually have a great guest. Her name is Stephanie Ardrey. She's come all the way from California, and I'm sharing her with my audience. She wrote this great book. It's called Show Me the Money, the 9 P's to Profit. And I want to chat with her a little bit about that. And so, give us the secret, right? So I want you to welcome Miss Stephanie Ardrey to Lighten Up. Welcome, Stephanie.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming and coming all this way.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I hadn't had a chance to visit the Cayman Islands, so this has been a great visit.
Yeah, you've enjoyed it?
Oh, absolutely.
Are you melting too?
It's a little hot.
And I know you've been bitten by some of our friends.
Yes, yeah, but that happens everywhere.
That just means they love you. If you didn't get bitten, trust me, it would mean forget it, You're family now,
yes,
that type
I go
of
home
thing.
with a few memories.
Yeah, exactly. Now, what's interesting about this book is that clearly, I mean, you have the money on it, so it's really important. Now, you are in business, and you've been an entrepreneur for years.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And it's kind of seeped in your bones at this point.
Pretty much.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So the 9 P's to profit. Talk to us a little bit about that. I want to know, what are the 9 P's? Because you talked about the 4 P's, and then you added 5. So let's talk about that a little bit.
So the original 4 Ps are the traditional 4 Ps that you take from the marketing mix. So when you're setting up a business, typically you think about what is the product that you're planning to offer, what is your pricing strategy, where is that product going to be offered, so that's place, and then what will be the promotions that you do to make the market aware that that product exists.
Right.
And so I took those traditional 4 Ps and then I added 5 more. So purpose is one of those Ps. We include the people, because your team are a very important part of this whole process. The market position that you gain, as well as the performance, and then I add profits to make sure that you're doing all of this, but ultimately you're creating a profitable business.
Right.
Yeah.
What would you give, advice really, what would you tell someone who is good at so many things and they just can't even find their niche? What would you tell them? Because that's really important when you know what to focus on, especially when you're good at a lot of things.
A lot of times people will look at me and they'll look at my background. Oh, you've had an advertising agency. Oh, now you're a real estate developer. You do everything. And I said, no. I've had an opportunity to focus on each industry independently and master that industry.
Okay.
So I think it's important when you're trying to determine what you're interested in, is the first step is to conduct a market feasibility analysis. So if you're looking at a new business opportunity, you want to make sure that that opportunity is valid. So you want to understand a little bit about the life cycle. Is that a new invention? Is it in an introductory phase? Is it in a growth phase, or is it in a mature declining phase? And so you kind of select your placement of your business based on understanding that life cycle, and then determine if there are any new dynamics that might impact that business. So hopefully you then have identified, okay, there is a market opportunity, and trying to understand who's interested in what it is you're bringing to the market.
Right.
So it's that value proposition, and you start that by understanding your initial market.
Okay, and in terms of performance, obviously it's how you're doing, but within that, would you say that you have to constantly kind of almost like check on yourself to see how you're doing?
Absolutely. So when we talk about performance, it's based on the market's point of view. So oftentimes I encourage small businesses to conduct a survey. You can use tools like surveymonkey.com is a great tool. You can conduct an initial quick survey of your customers to get an idea of how they value your products and services. And these days, because of social media, if you're not performing well, you might have a complaint posted on Yelp or some of these other sites. So you want to be aware of what your market is saying about the performance of your product. Okay,
now tell me, what were you thinking when you thought of this title, Show Me the Money? What is it that you want people to get from that?
What I want people to do is first to ensure that they're running a profitable business that still is relevant for the dynamics of today's marketplace. And so really, the book emerged for me out of the frustration of hearing the news pundits getting on every day and complaining about how horrible the economy was doing. And what I know as a business person and understanding economic cycles is that there are always cyclical factors affecting business. And there are always companies capable of capitalizing on whatever cycle we're in. So it's part of it is being aware of those particular market opportunities. And so that's really what I challenge companies to do, is to understand, are you looking at your business from sort of a dated point of view, or is
Right.
there an opportunity to update your business based on what the new market demands are, so
Yeah.
that you're relevant? So that's show me the money. Show me that you have a viable business.
Right.
And I'll show you how to
Oh.
make it more profitable.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at you and I'm thinking, gosh, you know, you're a relatively young person who's really gotten very far in the business world. It's a man's world.
Yes.
So, and that's tough.
Yes, it has.
You know, and to still be beautiful and still say, I'm going to still be a woman. I'm not going to, you know, try to railroad anybody. I'm going to be strong. What would you tell my viewers? I want you to tell the young women that are listening out there, as well as women our age that are listening, that, you know, what do you tell them about their dreams and what it is that they can achieve, and how should they kind of go for that?
Well, believe it or not, we've moved into a season, it's the year of the woman. And when we look around the country, you'll see politically, economically, women are beginning to advance professionally, whether they're on the corporate track or if they're looking to launch businesses. And so women bring to the marketplace a different point of view. And believe it or not, the market is now ready for that point of view. So it's about understanding your particular value proposition, understanding what it is you see through your lens, because you're going to have a different view perhaps than your male counterparts, and not sort of resisting or holding back and thinking that you need to bring to the market the same old approach to solving a business problem. It really is about understanding what are the problems that you see every day. How would you solve those problems? And maybe there's a different spin on the solution, and being able to bring that forward.
Yeah, I think that's great, and I think you're absolutely right. Women, we're in.
Yes.
We're in. We've kicked the door down or whatever. Somehow we snuck in, but we're in, and we need to be confident, and we need to be strong, and realize that, you know what, we bring a lot to the table, and we need our men. We need to work. You know, what is it? Collaborating. We don't want to take over. We want to work together and be partners.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it really is a win-win. I say, you know, Mother Nature didn't make a mistake when she created both. You know, we need one another.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's right. We
Absolutely.
do. Thank you so much for coming all this way to the Cayman Islands. You know, you have a few days left, and we're going to be, you know, showing you around. And the Thai restaurant, you got some food waiting for you somewhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah, great little spot.
Beautiful, beautiful spot.
Yeah, thank you so much for bringing your California sunshine and your business stuff. This is Show Me the Money, the 9 P's to Profit. This is Stephanie Ardrey. Thank you so much. We're coming back with more Lighten Up, so don't go anywhere.